Hey guys, it's G-Man here. It's my first YouTube video. I am super stoked. I've been waiting a long time for this, and anything guitar related, anything at all, we're gonna dive into it. It's gonna be great. We have lots of amazing videos planned ahead, and the first one is gonna be super awesome. So everyone loves new guitars. I have a new one that I purchased. It's my first one from Kiesel, and I really didn't know what to expect with this one. I've heard, some great things from Kiesel, but you never know until you actually get your hands on one, right? And it's been a fun journey. So I ordered this guitar way back. Guess how long it's been? About 15 weeks I've been waiting for this guitar. And this was a totally different thing for me because I've never had to wait that long for a guitar in my life. We're gonna do an unboxing video. I'm really excited. I'm gonna give you my thoughts and opinions on how everything went, starting from the buying process to speccing out the guitar. And then I'm gonna do a separate video on the tone test and my impressions of how it plays. And so we're gonna dive into it first here with the guitar. Here we go. We got our spec sheet. I'm going to be going over this later. Holy moly. All right. So, wow. Very nice gift bag. Very nice gift bag, I have to say. That's awesome. All right, and this here is the famous quality inspection checklist. All right, so this means that everything's gonna be immaculate on the guitar, right? So let's see what we got here. So checked on 6/15, so a couple days ago. That's awesome. Inspected by the tech. So pretty much this here is my guarantee that this custom guitar that I ordered is immaculate. Yeah, this looks pretty awesome. So looks like it's gonna be great here. So I'm gonna take the tuning tool out. I am beyond excited to open this. I have been waiting to get this thing out of the box, get it out of its case. I'm gonna take a peek here. We're gonna get these honest reactions. So I'll tell you the color first so you guys know. So my favorite color is red. It's always been my favorite color since I was a kid. My car is red. And I've never had a red guitar, surprisingly. I've had blue guitars, black guitars. Never really found a red one that really got the itch for me, right? And I think this one, when I was speccing it out, I got it in blood red. It's gonna be a gloss finish. And so it's gonna be really cool. Exactly what I'm looking for. So let's see. Let's go and check it out. So cool. Holy moly. Wow. Okay. This is pretty freaking sweet. All right, so let's give you guys a look here. Check that out. Check that out. Wow. Amazing. Immaculate. Oh, that fretboard is so nice. Wow. Sheesh. Yeah. This is like a work of art. Like an absolute work of art. I mean, that is just incredible. Absolutely incredible. I can't believe it. It's finally in my hands. This is amazing. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. Ooh, all right. This thing is light. Holy moly. Wow. Okay. I gotta tune it, but hey, This is fantastic. Fantastic. Wow. Okay, so let's get into the specs here. All right, so we got a royal ebony fingerboard, right? And this is a roasted maple neck. I went with the roasted maple neck for the added stability. I went with the extra thin on the neck. I like my necks nice and flat, nice and thin here. And then on the radius, I went with the 20-inch for a flat radius. A great pairing for that on the frets is going to be the extra jumbo frets, so that's why I chose extra jumbo on these frets. That's a great pairing with the 20-inch fretboard radius. And I went with the red dot inlays because, of course, it's got to match the body color. So, and I chose to black out all of the hardware. So all the hardware is blacked out. I went with the red Kiesel inlay at the headstock, which is nice. Headstock, right? So I really think this headstock is awesome. I think it adds a really cool flair to it, and it really makes it stand out as more than just like a basic headless guitar, you know what I mean? It just has the headstock cut off. So this is cool. It should let me, mount it if I ever want to mount it. I went with Vantium pickups. I heard that these pickups were pretty much based around DiMarzio pickups, which is, great sounding pickups if you're into Petrucci and all that stuff. And so I was like, yeah, you can't go wrong with Vantium. And so I went with the fixed bridge. Don't really want to deal with the tremolo, and it's just 6-string, so no multi-scale, no need for that really. And I do think the Royal Ebony looks fantastic. It's just beautiful. It's just stunning. It's just stunning. I like the color variations in it, and yeah, it just looks like something super special, super unique. And I went with a 5-way selector switch, so that's awesome. And yeah, it's fantastic. The heel joint is right there, and there's easy access to the fretboard right here. So that is super, super awesome. This is fantastic. I don't know, the back of the neck is so smooth too. It went with the tongue oil finish, which is pretty standard on a lot of the Kiesels, and let me tell you, it just feels phenomenal. Feels phenomenal. So yeah, and great thing with the gloss finish is you're not gonna have to worry about it fading or anything like you do from the satins. I've gotten a couple of used satin guitars, even though they've only been a year or two old, and they already had like smudging here that you couldn't really get rid of. And for me, I'm like, well, I don't know if I would really appreciate that over the long term. And yeah, so here it is. I am extremely happy with this. I think this was well worth the wait. And yeah, I would do this again in a heartbeat. I would absolutely do this again in a heartbeat. I know this thing is going to sound phenomenal. I know it's going to play phenomenal. I mean, there is just nothing to critique this guitar on. There's just absolutely nothing. Everything is perfectly done. Perfectly done. It's got character, it's got charm. I mean, it's bold. It's fantastic. So, yeah, I love it. I went with the black Limba body. I thought that would add a lot of extra weight because black Limba is typically a little bit of a heavier body weight, but I gotta tell you, it definitely does not feel heavy at all just because of that extra weight. It balances perfectly. No neck dive at all, of course, as you would expect. And yeah, you can play it any position you want, classical, super, super comfy. I mean, it just rests right there. Excellent, absolutely excellent. And there is nothing I can complain about. This was such a great buy. I'm honestly just super floored, and everything went together perfectly. And I have no regrets, absolutely no regrets. I would have waited another month, another 2 months, another 3 months for this guitar after I finally have it in my hands. And so, yeah, let me talk a little bit about the buying experience. So for me, the buying experience was fantastic. Kiesel support services was awesome. I was able to get connected with them, and they were able to answer all my questions. In case you haven't noticed, I'm a lefty. You know what that means? For lefties, we don't get to return a guitar once we place that order. And so this was a big deal for me because I'm a big, hey, if I can't return it, I don't know, you know, and I gotta hand it to Kiesel. They were super helpful in helping me find what I would feel comfortable with, and, you know, deciding on something where I knew that I would get something very close to what the builder looked without having to worry that there would be any significant deviations from the builder, and knowing that I would be very happy with what I saw was enough for me. And then that was really the selling point for me. That, on top of just the fact that, you know, for once in my life I could actually pick all the specs that I want on a guitar and just have that be my instrument, right? And so I'm deeming this guitar the Red Racer. So Red Racer it is, and we're going to have lots of fun. I would love to submit a entry on the Kiesel solo contest here. Don't have too much time to come up with much, but we'll see what happens, you know. And definitely going to give this guitar a showcase there, so stay tuned for that video, and as well as a tone impression video, playability video. So thank you guys for joining. Can't wait to make more videos, and have a great day, guys.